Hi my friends, welcome to another video. Today I am going to be kitting down these, well, not kitting down, but organizing these round crystals. I have round crystals to put away. So if you haven't seen my system before, I just use photo boxes, but they're turned to the side. Okay, so the front is over, on the back is here. And then I've cut these cards out and I've put labels on them. I wish I would not have done labels like this because I used my label maker and it I use so much of my label stuff with that. I got these drills from a company called Forever Young. You guys, if you've been watching me, you already know about Forever Young. Are these the same color? Do these look a little darker? Those look a little dark. Those look darker to you? It's probably hard to tell with the ring light. And my ring light is flickering. I don't know why. So, yeah, from Forever Young. And they sell all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, they sell tons of different things. I found them through Amazon. So let me tip you. I'm going to tip you a little bit this way so you can see what I'm doing. Match well. Yep. Okay. So I keep my rounds and my squares in this box, and the way I distinguish them is by the sticker that is on the baggie. So obviously if it's a round sticker, it's a round crystal, and same with the squares. So yeah, I like the system so far. It's holding all of the crystals. I have two boxes. This is box number 1. But yeah, so far I like it. I'm happy with it. I mean, you know, ideally for me, what would be really nice is to have like a huge cabinet where like it was glass and I could see like all of my drills. Like a whole wall cabinet of just nothing but glass drawers. Oh, wouldn't that be amazing? You could see all your drills, your crystals, all that kind of stuff. That'd be awesome. So, I don't know when you guys are going to be seeing this. Not for a while, I don't think. But who knows? I always change my mind on what I'm going to upload when and how and all that kind of stuff because it's my channel and I love doing stuff when I like doing it. So I don't stick to a schedule or anything like that. But I wanted to share with you guys that I have not been doing well. I don't have a problem talking about it, but yeah, I haven't been doing good. So ever since I'm actually thinking it started before I bruised my ribs, but so I bruised my ribs, right? Do you guys remember the story? Have you all heard that story, or should I just quickly tell it? It's a stupid story. I'll tell it because some of you guys, I know you don't watch all my videos, obviously, but so basically on Thanksgiving, I thought it would be fun to see if I could pick up my husband. Yeah, he outweighs me by 50 pounds. I was able to pick him up, but see, these look different to me. These look pinker, like a lighter pink. Could just be the bag. And I tried, I think, like 4 or 5 times to pick him up, and I couldn't do it. So I had him from behind. I was standing behind him. And we were laughing so hard. Like, oh my gosh. Well, I picked him up, started falling to my left, and I fell on my left-hand side, on my left side, on the hardwood floors, and then he fell on top of me. And I knew something was wrong instantly. Instantly. I mean, I couldn't breathe. It was like, the wind didn't get knocked out of me. I literally could not, like, take a breath. And I knew something was really wrong. And we went to the urgent care, it's the whole thing, blah, blah, blah. And when they did the x-ray, the doctor came in and he said, and if you haven't heard this story, because this has to do with what's going on right now, I think. So when the doctor came back, he's like, good news, your ribs are bruised, which is good news because that means they're not cracked. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you know. He's like, however, we found a tumor on your shoulder, on your left shoulder. And I was like, what? So you guys know, because if you've been watching me, ever since I started my channel, my left hand has always been really shaky. Sometimes it's worse, sometimes it's better. And we thought it was from my medication, but what I thought was really weird was, why was it only my left hand? I didn't understand. I'm like, why is it only my left hand? Like, if it's from my medication, wouldn't it be both my hands? Now, to be fair, sometimes both of my hands are shaky, which I do believe is from the medication, but it's mostly my left. Oh my gosh, I'm spilling. It's mostly my left hand. And when I bruised my ribs, my left arm was like super, super weak, and it kept getting weaker and weaker and weaker, because I didn't go to urgent care for, 1, 2, 3, I think 4 days I didn't go. And my left arm, like, my husband even noticed, he's like, when you walk, your left arm doesn't even swing. Like, it's just literally dead at your side. And I'm like, yeah, it's like, it's just getting weaker. And I told the doctor that, because he said, you know, we found a tumor. He goes, most likely it's benign, and that's what I'm going to go off of, because I don't have my doctor's appointment until Monday, and today is Thursday. But he, like, scared me, because that's not what scared, I mean, obviously it's scary to hear that, but what scared me more than anything was, he's like, yeah, you need to call your doctor. And I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, you need to go to your doctor as soon as possible. And I'm like, okay. And he's like today, you should probably call him. And I was like, okay. And he's like, yeah, just make sure you get in and see him as soon as possible. Like, he literally said it 6 times. And I was like, I looked at my husband, because I was like, is he okay? Like, I heard you. Okay, I get it. Like, you know, it just seemed like there was this pressing, like, go to the doctor. And I'm like, well, you know, and he told me what kind of tumor my light is. That's a bummer. Am I going to have to get a new ring light? Can you guys see it through the camera? I might have to turn it off if it's going to be that annoying. Let's see if I... I don't know. And so, I called my doctor. My appointment's on Monday. They got me in sooner because I messaged them through my chart, and I'm like, yo, I don't want to wait until the 20th. Can you please get me in before then? And everything I've read about, oh, hold on a second. Sorry, my husband is texting me, and it's an important text. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. So they're getting me in early because I didn't want to wait until the 20th. I'm really sorry to be rude like that and text back, but it was important. It's the whole thing. So I looked up the type of tumor it is. It's called a chondroma, CHONDROMA. And they're like pretty much benign. Like seriously, like it's like, don't worry. You know what I mean? The problem is that if you have, oh, I missed one. The problem is if you leave the tumor, it can turn malignant. And I'm like, okay, well, we don't know, you know, what's going on. So I thank God I had the x-ray. Thank God I went in. You guys, I wasn't even going to go in. I would have never known that I had this tumor. So, sorry, you guys know I'm squirrel brain, big time squirrel brain. So it can turn malignant is what I'm saying if it stays in there. So I'm like, okay, well, and I forget how it forms. It's really weird. It's like a type of, it's almost like, and my interpretation of this could be wrong, and that's why I'm not a flippin' doctor, but it sounds like almost like a form of, it's like a calcium buildup type of thing. And I'm like, but how is that a tumor? Like I'm not understanding some of it. Well, my calcium has been high for years and we don't know why. My calcium levels are like through the roof and we have no idea why. No idea. I don't know. I don't drink milk. I mean, I have almond milk and yeah, they do put calcium in it, but it's not like I'm downing massive amounts of, almond milk, you know, so, yeah, it's just, okay, so that's what's been going on. Well, the last, let's see, today's Thursday, so I am so messed up with my days. So did I go to the doctor? Did I go this Monday? No. Wasn't it last Monday? I'm getting all messed up with my days. Yeah, because Thanksgiving wasn't. Yeah, okay. So it's been a week and a half. And you guys, I cannot stay awake. I am so exhausted, you guys. To the point where I am literally almost sleeping like, I'm sleeping like 4 to 6 hours during the day, and then I'm sleeping all night long. I am so tired, and I don't know why. And I think a lot of it is stress. I've been having like a lot of stress lately, so I'm hoping that's what it is just stress. Just, you know, maybe it's bothering me more in the back of my mind than I think it is. And that could totally be, by the way, these bags, it kind of sucks. So when you get square drills or square crystals from Forever Young, they give you these chonker bags, the 1,000 count. But when you order the rounds, they only have 200. I don't know why. Kind of weird, huh? But I'm hoping it's just stress because, like, I cannot do anything. I can't get anything done. Like, I'm like, oh, I have to diamond paint, you know? Like, not like, I'm not burned out on diamond painting. Like, I want to diamond, wait, I grabbed the wrong one. 701, let's do that one first. That's next. I want to diamond paint, but, like, the thought of having to sit up and, like, do anything is just, I am just beyond exhausted. And I know a lot of it's the pain, too, from my ribs. It's getting better every day. They gave me muscle relaxers. It's not a narcotic or anything like that, but they gave me muscle relaxers. And I've hardly taken them. Like I might take one a day. So it's definitely not that. So I don't know. I just wanted to share with you guys that I'm like super tired, and it's worrisome to me. That's not like me to be this exhausted. Who knows? It could be the change in the light outside, you know, the fact that it gets dark so early. It could be stress. It could be the fact that I'm in so much pain. You know, we take for granted our health and, you know, the way that our bodies feel naturally, and then you get an injury or something like that, and it just throws you for a loop. So that it could be something as simple as that. But yeah, I've just been struggling. I wanted to share that with you guys. I know a lot of you out there have been going through some medical issues of your own, and I try to check in with you guys and see, you know, how you're doing from time to time. And I love our chat on Facebook, on our Facebook group. I love our chat because we can kind of all keep up with one another and make sure everybody's okay. But yeah, I just wanted to share that and put it out there. And I'm hoping that by the time you see this video, I will have awesome news. They'll be like, oh, you know, the radiologist read that wrong, or, oh, you know, it's not a big deal. I will try, for some reason on my chart, I can't see my x-ray, which is very odd to me. You would think that they would have an image of it on my chart, right? When I see the doctor, I'm going to be like, bring up the picture of that x-ray. I want to see it, because I'll take a picture of it and I'll show it to you guys. To be honest, when he was telling me about it in the office, my brain went blank because all I heard was tumor. And him repeating over and over that I needed to go see my doctor. But yeah, he was pointing it out. My husband was sitting down, and as soon as he heard that, he like jumped up and went over to the computer and was like, where, show me where. My son goes, here's my son. I love my son. Oh my God. I love my kids so much, you guys. Guess what my son's first reaction was when I told him? He goes, do you have life insurance? I said, yes, Brennan. And it's made out to you and Kelsey. I'm joking. But yeah, no, I'm not joking about that. He literally did say that. I'm joking about the whole life insurance thing. But, oh God, he's just the best. That's what you need, somebody like that around when you're going through stuff. You need somebody who's like that. Lighthearted, funny, just, you know, always looking at the sunny side of things. I love that so much. Do you have life insurance? Maybe I should get some life insurance now. No, I'll be fine. Everything's going to be good. Life is good, you guys. Life is good. Life is wonderful. I mean, isn't it amazing that we get to wake up every day? You know, you woke up this morning. You got out of bed. Maybe not. I'm sorry if you're still in bed, but you woke up. You're here. The world is bustling with activity of animals and people and vehicles and people going to work and people going to the grocery store and, you know, people having babies, people celebrating, you know, special occasions. I mean, life is just wonderful. It really is. And let me tell you, that comes from someone who has had a really hard time of it. But I just keep telling myself that every day. Life is wonderful. Life is the best, you know, that we get this opportunity to be here on Earth and live our lives for the most part, on how we want, you know, and the way I kind of look at that is, you know, you live by your values, right? You live by your intent. You know, we all put our intent out there, and boy, you got to be careful with that, because, you know, I really believe in you reap what you sow. But, you know, that's, some people just make that choice. But, you know, it is what it is. It really is. And even if you're bedbound, you know, maybe it's temporary. Maybe it's something that, you know, you have to live with every single day, you know, but you're here, you're breathing. You have people that love you. You have people that love you and care about you. Okay. I got to move on to my second box now. Can you see my heaven in her? Oh, kind of. You can see part of it. Box number 2. Okay, 951. So that's how I look at it. Is my card here? It is. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I've just been really tired, and I don't know what was going on with Facebook. Was that yesterday? I got on there. My group was gone. On my end. My group was gone. Facebook literally like kicked me out. It was like, bye. I'm like, what just happened? They're like, oh, why don't you log back in? I'm like, okay. And they're like, no, you can't log back in. And I'm like, well, you just told me why don't I log back in? Facebook's like, yeah, no, you can't. So then I checked it on my phone because I was using my iPad. I'm like, okay, I ditched the app, reloaded it. It was doing the same thing. And I'm like, well, I'm using my iPad. Let me try using my phone. My phone worked for like, just a few seconds. And then it was like, nope, you're out. And I was like, what the heck? And my husband's using Facebook. And I'm like, how are you on Facebook right now? He's like, I don't know. There's not a problem on my end. I can see the group. He's like, I'm looking at the group right now. I'm liking posts. I'm like, thank God I made you an admin. So, I tried everything. I deleted the app again. I went back on. It was like, nope, you have to sign back in. And I'm like, every time I would try to sign back in, it said no. And then finally, a message popped up and it said, we are under required maintenance right now. This will take a few minutes. Try again in a few minutes or whatever. So I tried, I don't know. It finally, after a couple hours, it worked. So they were just doing some maintenance. I know a couple people in my group were talking about it too. Somebody was trying to comment to somebody else and they couldn't do it. And they were like, oh, I wonder if that's why it wouldn't let me comment. So pretty weird. Okay, what's our next number? 959, and we need the round. Why do I have so many 959s? Why do I have so many of these? Wow, okay. Jeez, if I ever need 959. So there hasn't really been much else going on because I've been sleeping. I haven't even been doing chores, you guys. Oh, we did get new pillows. Did I tell you about that? Pretty exciting stuff, huh? Riveting. Riveting content. Riveting. Yeah, we got new pillows from Amazon. I don't even know the company. My husband was like, I researched it, just order them. I'm like, okay. And they're memory foam, and oh my gosh, they are so nice. I've been sleeping really well, so, yeah. At first, I didn't like it because it was like, it felt like my neck was up too high, but, that's when you first lay your head on the pillow, and then you kind of like sink into it. So, It was really nice. Some of these crystals I only have rounds for and no squares for. Why is that? 976. Yeah, this will be nice to get all of these drills put away. I actually like doing this. I love to organize. I love to be organized. Right now, my desk is driving me nuts. I have my cross stitch conversion on the table. I have Mr. and Mrs. Frosty on my table. It's a 30, no, it's a 40 by 40. So I have that with the kit. And then I've got 3 or 4 other, I can't tell, I think it's 3 other, I almost said puzzles, paintings with the drills that I am planning on doing this month. I literally had to put my, and then of course these crystal boxes and the kit to my Heaven and Earth design, which is massive. So 96 slot storage box. I had to put my paint gem kit up thing over on my bookcase because I didn't even have room for it to stay here. It's just ridiculous. There's so much stuff on my desk. And I hate that. I hate clutter. I feel out of control when there's clutter. But I am loving my Windsor. Did you guys see that video? Crafting by Shade did that. That's how I found out about the Windsor from Harbor Freight. I get to stare at it all day long when I'm in here. It's so nice. $9.89. It's so pretty to look at, you know. I still haven't changed anything about it. I still haven't changed anything. I haven't really felt the need to. I'm kind of just like, well, let's just leave it how it is and see how you utilize it. And then if you're utilizing it in a different way than how it's configured right now, then you can, you know, change things around. So far, I haven't needed to do that. So, yeah. So far. Oh, and I forgot there's one other thing that I need to get Brendan's girlfriend for Christmas, but he's got to take me. So, because he's like, no, I have to show you which one. I'm like, okay. That's the last thing I have. Oh, I have a package on my front porch too. Shoot, my husband's on his way home. It's super early. It's if my watch would, it's 9 o'clock and he's already off work because they had a employee appreciation day today. It was like a Hawaiian themed thing with the, remember I told you the Pine Derby thing? You might have seen that video yet, or I don't know if you've seen it yet, but they had this Pine Derby and it was all Hawaiian themed. And my husband actually made the Pine Derby for his department, or the car, the vehicle. He made it. But yeah, so he's there and they're eating. They had like pulled pork and like chicken, roasted chicken breast, and nope, that's not the right number right there. And they had like Spam with rice that was wrapped in nori. Have you guys been to Hawaii? Their McDonald's has Spam with rice. Yeah, we were married in Maui. That's a whole other thing, but anyway, long story short, he's sitting there eating. They're all eating. And he gets called up and he's like, what's going on? And a couple of the other guys got called up too. He's been there for 5 years now. So they were just recognizing that it was his 5 years. I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's nice that they did that. But that's always nice to be, you know, appreciated like that. he loves his job. He loves, you know, but that's the thing. Brennan, Kelsey, and my husband absolutely love their jobs. Like my son literally says, I absolutely love my job. And I love, there's only one person that he doesn't like that he works with. And nobody else likes that person either. But, because he's a jerk. They were literally on you guys, I have to tell you this real quick. They were on a job and it was on a Sunday. They're like, okay, we only want experienced people working on this job because it's an asphalt job, and it was a large asphalt job that needed to get done. And it needed to be graded in a very, very, very meticulous way. They wanted it graded a specific way, man, and they wanted that done correctly. And so they're out there, and it's his lead. My son is a lead, but it's his lead. Or his supervisor. It's not his supervisor. It's his lead, yeah. And so they're using these boards. They put these boards down, and then they put a level on it, and then they calculate. I don't know. You guys, I'm not even going to pretend to know. But anyway, it has to do with boards being put down on the ground. Okay, so they dug 3 inches down into the ground, ripped up all the old concrete, asphalt, whatever, and then they're going to lay it. And it had to be 3 inches deep. So they have to measure the whole area. And it has to be 3 inches deep in all of the areas. And then it has to be graded a certain percentage. So they're out there doing this. And I kid you not, you guys, I kid you not. This guy comes up, Brennan and another guy are over there, and they're measuring to make sure that the measurements are correct. This guy comes over and kicks one of the boards out, just kicks it out of the way. And he's like, it's good. It's fine. Just leave it. It's good to go. Let's just, come on, let's make this happen. And one of the guys was like, what the F is your freaking problem, dude? Like, calm down. What'd you have to kick that for? Well, guess what? On Monday, here comes the supervisors who went out to go check the scene. And he comes in and he stands in the middle of the room and he's like, who worked on the job yesterday? Who did that? And they're all like, I did. And he's like, who was in charge? So they pointed him out and they told him what he had done. Ooh, he got in so much trouble. So Brennan's hoping he's going to get written up. He's in big trouble because that was a big job. All right, you guys, we have done it. We did it for today. So I'm going to put my stickers back in here, put the lid back on. If you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, that would help my channel so much. Throw me a like, and I love you guys so much. I will talk with you soon. Loves.